And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the winners match. So the winners match here of the 2025 GSL Season 2 Round of 8 Group A. We just wrapped up with the first two matches of the broadcast. Now we're here to catch up on the winners match. We have our ZvZ ready for us. We have Rogue and Solar facing up to determine who will make it through into the next round, into the semifinals. And again, I expect this to be a short series. I'll be I mean, I'm very fond of Rogue ZvZ. I'm very fond of it. It's very chaotic, it's very intense, and Solar usually kind of meets that intensity as well. So we do expect this to be an intense back and forth. Of course, if you recall, Solar, he is renowned for his ZvZ. At GMAC Dallas, he was the one that was able to force several to the ace match, if you recall, in their group stage match, I should say, in the previous round match. And Solar also down Shin in the upper semi-final. So Solar, he did excel when it came to a ZvZ, but Rogue, he is just a very tricky player. Like, you think Solar's one to like cut workers and go for all-ins. Rogue, he's one to cut workers, go to high tech, fake out tech, then actually commit to the tech, and then go for a crazy offbeat all-in instead. Like, Rogue can be very chaotic in ZvZ, more so than Solar. So I'm ready for it. Let's go. Let's go. Game one is going to be on Persephone. Let's go. Really, this is when both players decide, because they're so aggressive, they like cancel each other out and we just drone and we just get into Roach v Roach. Like, that's I don't expect that to happen, but it could technically. Let's go. This morning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the blue Zerg player. We have the South Korean Zerg representing Team Falcons. It is Solar. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Zerg player. We have the red Zerg representing Team Falcons as well. It is Rogue. Here we go. We have our ZvZ. We have our initial matchup here. And so far, so good. We don't really expect much deviation here. Solar does open up with an extractor trick, going for a 15-15, or going for, I guess, a 16 hatchery timing, 15. So a slightly earlier hatchery here into what should be an earlier spawning pool into a later gas. We'll keep an eye on the Solar. Likewise, welcome to Persephone. Persephone is going to be a bit of a shorter rush distance by ground, more direct rush distance as well. Aggression can be favored on this map. I assume that we're going for an earlier pool, but never mind. It's going to be a hatch gas pool. So far, we have our standard openers. The hatchery is slightly faster for Solar because of the earlier extractor trick, but outside of that, everything's looking as it should. From here, there are certain timings that we're going to be keeping our eye open for. We're going to be looking for the timing of the Bailey Nest, the Roach Warren, and the Eva Chamber, and the third base. Like, depending on whether we delay the third, get earlier tech, if we go for a hidden Eva Chamber, if we go for a faster Roach Warren, like all those tech structures that we did mention, they all do have weight behind them. They'll have meaning behind them when it comes to how aggressive or how safe or how tech heavy we intend on being. On a map like Persephone, I don't really expect to see too much 2-base play. I wouldn't imagine. So now, we're droning up. We're droning, we are saturating. Again, just hatch gas pool out of Rogue. And from here, we should soon be expanding and claiming our third bases. Of course, the Overlords, they confirm, right? They confirm that everything's looking normal, everything's looking standard. We pull out one of gas from the main base of Solar, and likewise, so does Rogue. So no earlier gas income, just 2 and 2. So we do pull out. Lings, they move out to scout each other. Third bases are being taken. Okay, so no one is playing 2-base. As we mentioned, like, Persephone is just not really built for 2-base play. And there's that Bailey Nest from the side of Solar. We should be seeing one. There we go, from Rogue. Is on the way. So far, so good. No one is cutting corners. No one is cutting corners. Ling is shut down. We have a safety amount of Lings on the way for both players. 10 and 6. From here, we are just saturating. Now, from here, what we're waiting for is the Roach Horn timing. We're looking for our Roach Horn. We're looking for an Evo Chamber. Speaking of, okay, we do have the initial Evo Chamber out of Rogue. Alright, it's going to be on Solar. As Link Speed does kick in, Solar moves out. So behind this, there should be, yep, a defensive Baneling. Just one Baneling to defend it from Rogue. And Solar, he does hide his Roach Horn. Okay, so Solar, he's going for an earlier Roach Horn timing instead. An earlier Roach production. No Evo Chamber. On the side of Rogue, he will have access to faster upgrades. There we go, going into +1 range. So Solar, he should hit first. He should hit first. He should hit hard. Baneling Nest is up. Oh, it barely doesn't finish in time. That was what, half a second off. That was so close. It was so close. Solar, he pulls away. Roach production should be on the horizon. Almost ready. Almost ready. Baneling survives. Oh, never mind. Gets sniped. Solar behind this Roach production has begun. And he should be pushing soon. You can see here the Solar, he's not droning, he's making a wave of Lings. Massing up Roaches. Rogue, his own Roach Horn is going to be late as a result because of the early Evo Chamber. And Solar's pushing. Solar, he is moving out. Now what's important, this is a fake out. There's a fake out here from Solar. He is pushing, don't get me wrong. He has Roaches as well, but he is droning up. He's droning behind this. So he's hoping to try to force an overreaction. Rogue, he's forced to make Roaches. Now what's scary here is that he's forcing an overreaction, that is true, but this overreaction is going to hit with +1. Oh! Queen doesn't get surrounded. Yeah, no surround. Wings, they pull away. And Rogue, he will have a stronger timing here with +1 range. We'll have that stronger timing. Overlords are amassing. And Solar's been droning. Solar, he's been droning this entire time. Likewise, he's taking up into a lair. He's taking gases, getting into +1 range. These are all things that I don't think are going to factor into the fight. And Rogue is going to send it. He's just going to send it across the map. You see here he cut works at 44. Basically, these are fake drones. It looks like he's been droning. He hasn't. He transferred. You can see here under saturation at the natural. So this is a fake out. He is just going all in. And has been banking Roaches in the natural. And Solar has no idea. He has no idea what's been going on. Solar, now he starts Roach production. It's going to be a tough hold. Now, there we go. Spine Crawlers. He needs them. Spine Crawlers are being thrown down. The all-in has been revealed. And Solar, nothing. Rogue either kills Solar or he dies trying. He's going to send everything across the map. Solar back at home. He's got through 3 Spine Crawlers on the way. Solar, he's down 20 army supply. And this is going to be a tough hold. Now, he does have Queens. Does have Transfuse. So he has Queens, Transfuse. He can pull the boys. He probably should have to pull the boys. And Spine Crawlers. Solar, he can pull this off. He needs a little bit more time. All-in moves in. Takes down the Baneling. Zoning back the army. Yeah, the Piles, they do zone the army back. Spine Crawlers, they're now coming into play. And again, Solar, the longer this goes on, the better it is for Solar. He just needs a little bit more time, a little bit more Roaches. Just a little bit more. Before the army gets turned away. Files once again, forcing back Solar, takes down the Evo Chamber. But +1 is done. +1 is complete. Aliens, they run into Roaches, not ideal. And Rogue, has he done it? Has he pulled through? And it's getting close here. The Roaches are being cleaned up. The boys are being pulled. There's one Spine Crawler coming into play. And Solar's gonna lose all his drones. Yeah, 15 drones going down. Lings, they reinforce, and Rogue has done it. Rogue, he has done it. Ooh, he does overwhelm, takes down the Roaches, takes down the Queens, takes down everything. And GG gets called. Rogue, he pulls it off again. He hit the all-in. He had fake drones at his third base, and Rogue takes game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. Again, Solar, he believed that Rogue was droning. He believed that we were building up into a longer game. Rogue, instead, he cut workers. Was at 44. He cut workers very early on at 44. Again, he had fake drones at the third base. He transferred over, and he was hiding his Roaches at the natural. Was hiding them. GG, well played with that. He does catch Solar with his pants down. does catch him with his pants down. And again, this is what I mentioned coming into this, how Rogue can be a very tricky player to play against. He does really enjoy hiding tech. Hiding builds, and tricking his opponents. And here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Incorporeal. We have the South Korean Zerg player. We have the Blue Zerg representing Team Falcons. It is Solar. Down in the series, we'll see him bounce back and force the ace matches, spawning in the top left-hand corner. We have the red Zerg player, also representing Team Falcons, leading the series 1-0 and 1 game away from making it through into the next round. It is Rogue. Here we go. Once again, we do see a 15 hatch timing out of Solar. Ooh, this time going for a 15-15. Interesting. So we are building up. Going for the Overlord. We are going to be building up here. And again, when it comes to Solar, and if you've been watching Solar versus Serral and Solar versus Shin, Solar, he thrives when his opponent plays standard, right? Like if his opponent is playing standard, if Solar can be the one to dictate the pace of the game, then Solar's all over it. Then that's where Solar excels. That's why he does so well against Serral, for example. But if his opponent is also doing the same thing, if his opponent is also mind gaming and also being hyper aggressive and also cutting corners and going for all these twists and turns, I mean, that's where things get chaotic. that's where things get a little bit more uneasy. We'll see. We'll see how our players do adjust. So far, Hatch Gas Spool, standard opener out of Rogue. Solo going for a later Gas Geyser. An earlier pool. I believe that was hatch pool gas. Now, because of this gas disparity, it looks like Solar, he might play 2-base. He might play 2-base here instead. Yeah, like his gas income is going to be so much more later here in comparison. Because of that, because of this, there's a high chance that Soul is just going to skip link speed. He just skips link speed. He throws down a Roach Horn, a Neva Chamber. He walls up on 2 bases, and then from here he can go into 2-base Roach or into 2-base Muta. As link speed is now on the way for Rogue at a standard timing. So link speed has begun. 3rd base should soon be taken, and Rogue he moves out for the scout. Solar should not take a 3rd. Slings, they do dip in. Rogue is expanding, and again, Solar should not. Yeah, he just moves down the queens. He's got a 3rd and 4th queen on the way. He can afford these queens because he's not expanding. So again, Solar, he's playing 2-base. The reason why we knew this is because his gases were late. The reason why he can't expand is because of the link speed timing. Basically, if Solar tried, if he went for this opener, if he went for this build, if he tried to expand and get a 3rd, he would just be overrun and overwhelmed by Link Bane. Because he's going to be behind in link speed and he won't have gas for Banelings either. So he'll just die. Here, the correct move to go for, is to skip the Baneling Nest. So Rogue, he confirms, he scouts, he sees the high queen count, he sees there's no expansion. So Rogue, the correct thing to do is to skip Banelings because Banelings are useless and go into Roach Ravager instead. Again, the reason why you don't need Banelings is because there are no links, right? There's no link speed, there's no Zerglings, there's no need for Banelings. So Rogue, he's cutting corners, he's being efficient, he's reacting to what he's seeing. Rogue, he will have the greater economy. Ooh, and Rogue going for the earlier Roach Horn. Interesting. I mean, I almost feel like this can just be a part of the wall at this point. Going for +1 Carapace. This does look like a this does look like a Ling Roach All-In. He's going for the Solar. Solar, he popularized this build. I say Ling Roach, a Ravager Ling All-In. At least that's what this should be. Meanwhile, Solar, he's just walling up on 2 bases. We did mention at the start that Solar had the option to go into 2-base Muta. Like, he still can turn this into 2-base Muta with the completion of the lair. Otherwise, just 2-base Roach. Otherwise, just 2-base Roach out of Solar. +1 range tells us it's most likely going to be Roach play. Otherwise, it'd be +1 melee. Meanwhile, Rogue is not droning. Rogue, he can drone freely. Like, he has no reason not to drone, but he's not. We mentioned because of this +1 carapace, this does scream 2-base all-in. The 3rd is just for Larva. Now, I'm on the fence about going for a 2-base all-in against a player that's playing 2-base. Like, like, if Solo's being greedy, then sure, this could work, but I'm a little bit less convinced. Overseer comes in, sees Ravagers. Now he knows. Yeah, Solar, he knows. Sees the upgrade, sees Ravagers. This screams Ravager Ling all in. So Solar, he should be backing off. We need Spine Coolers. As Roaches are amassing. I mean, as we mentioned, because Solar's playing 2-base Roach anyway, and there's a cancellation, there are the Spines. These are late Spine Coolers, though. Spine Coolers are late, and the refund was late as well. Rogue is moving in. And can Rogue break a 2-basing player? I'm not convinced, but sure. let's go. Ideally, he wants to surround. Like, ideally, the point of a Ling Ravager all in is that the Lings, they lock down the army, and then Ravagers pile it down. Going for the wall. Tells go for the Roach Warren. Lings, they do engage, but they don't quite get the surround. And again, we're hoping for the surround. Nice snipe. Nice snipe on the initial Roach Warren. Does focus on the Eva Chamber. He is opening up at the natural. Does open it up. Behind this, Lair is now on the way. Interesting. Getting to his lair. Ideally, he wants to lure out the army. And coming for the surround. Does come in. Biles, they do connect. Oh, and Rogue, he's not getting enough done here. Yeah, we do fully wall off. Lings are being cleaned up, and Solar holds. Solar heals, he shuts this down. Again, I had my doubts to go for a Ling Ravager all in against a player that's already just going 2-base, and yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It shouldn't work. And Solar, he defends nicely. From here, now he can re-expand. And remember, Solar, he's ahead. He has a high drone count. He's been mining more for longer this entire time. He has been mining. He rebuilt his Roach Warren. And now Rogue is in a very rough position. Now, fun fact, if Solar was going 2-base Muta, this would have worked. True. So my assumption is that that's what Rogue was hoping for. He was just gambling. Like, Rogue, he was just gambling. He's like, oh, you're playing 2-base? You know what? If you're going into Muta, I can kill you. He wasn't, though, is the problem. Likewise, not just that, but if Solar was going for a 2-base all-in, as in if he didn't fully saturate on 2 bases, if he was staying on a low drone count and going for an earlier Roach all-in instead, then Rogue would have also hard countered that as well. So there are certain builds and certain exceptions where this style out of Rogue, or this build specifically, would have worked, but Solar's playing standard. Like, Solar's just droning. He was just droning, building up on 2 bases, getting a third. So it was a big gamble there from Rogue, which didn't quite pay off. And Solar should be running away with this. Now, Rogue, he's recovering. You know, he's now droning, and he's now working on Roach speed. We do have, a massive surround, actually. Okay. Does surround the expansion. We'll get a kill. Yeah, there's no stopping this. There's no stopping this. The base is going to go down. Nice pick off here by Rogue. Very impressive. Okay. He snipes the expansion. This +2 timing is going to be brutal, though. Working towards +2. While they catch out the Overlord. Overlord goes down. Rogue looking to collapse in. Does collapse in. Likewise, Rogue coming in here to the fight, trying to once again surround, but he's up against so many Roaches. So many Roaches, so many Ravagers. Solar, he should be able to hold his own. He avoids the Biles for the most part. And yeah, Rogue, he's run out of steam. GG gets called, and Solar ties up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. We're going to the ace match. And again, Rogue's build, I can see 2 specific scenarios where it would have worked, is if Solar was going 2-base Muta, or if he was going for a 2-base all-in, a 2-base Roach all-in. Unfortunately, it was neither, right? Unfortunately, Solar, he was going 2 bases, macroing up, and getting to a slower 3rd base instead. Like, he was playing standard, and Yeah, Rogue, he got a little bit too excited, was just assuming that Solo was going for something more cheeky than he was, and with that, the build did fall in his face. That Ling Ravager just did not trade well at all. He got outscaled as he was cutting workers early, and GG. GG, well played. With that, we're going into the ace match. Let's go. We're jumping into game 3, jumping into ley lines. And again, this all just kind of lines up with the kind of player that Rogue is. Like, he just takes risks. He just he just gambles all the time. Like, let's go. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And spawning in the top right hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Korean Zerg player. We have the Red Zerg representing Team Falcons being forced into the ace match. We'll see if we can bring it back. It is Rogue. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player. Oh, hello. Oh my god. Going for a 13-12. He's crazy. Bottom left hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player. We have the South Korean Zerg also on Team Falcons. It is Solar. Okay, 13-12 out of Rogue. A very rare sight at this level of play with this early link speed, and this should lead into banelings as well. Oh. Okay. Let him cook. Now, when you go for a 13-12, typically you do not expand. You do not get a natural base. We can see here that Rogue, because of this, he's actually banking up lava because he did decide to go for an expansion here. This is a fake out. I believe this is a fake out expansion to make it look like it's a 12 pool when it's not. Or not even 12 pool, just look like a more standard build. And he's hiding his aggression. Yeah, I believe this is designed to make it look like a 12 pool. Okay. He pulls out link speed. So he's rushing into link speed. He's not going for a Bane bust, but he is going for a link flood. He's revealing the early links. The Overlord will confirm the hatchery timing, but what is going to be catching Solar off guard is the link speed timing. Because typically, if there's a hatchery at this early on, it should be a 12 pool, which means there shouldn't be gases. There should not be gases here for Rogue. From here, Solar. Oh wait, what? Solar rushing into an Evo chamber. Going for his own link flood, going into plus on melee. Okay, so this means that Solar's going to be delaying link speed. He's going to go for plus on melee, then into delay link speed instead, and then he's going to go for a link flood. So we have Solar going for one link flood, Rogue going for another. Rogue hits first. Rogue is going to hit first, is the reality. The Overlord confirms there's a hatchery, so everything looks normal. I say this is meant to look like a 12 pool. This, because he hit the links, this looks like a hatch first. Oh boy. Oh no. So again, the build that Solar's going for, fast plus on melee into delay link speed. The way this works is that link speed and melee hits at the same time. So he's waiting a little bit longer here for 100 gas to start link speed. But the problem here is, remember, it was a 13-12. Remember, Rogue, he hits first. Like, Solar's going for a link flood, but it's going to be too late. And we're about to pull the trigger. Here we go. Lings are flooding across the map. Link speed is done now. He's going for the queen. He wants it. Oh, he gets to surround. Surrounds the first queen. The boy's being pulled away. Takes out the first queen, and there's nothing here. Again, there's just really late link speed. Plus, on melee is cancelled. Going for the responsive rate. Going for the Baneling nest. Going for the Bane follow up. And Lings, what do we go for? Ooh, a little bit indecisive. What are we going for? Going for the natural. Natural is surrounded. Natural will go down. And now we can just focus on the main. We're now just getting secure damage. Baneling nest is still on the way. Surrounds the queen. Oh no, he gets to surround. Boys are being pulled. And can he save the queen? He barely can. Nice control. Very nice hold position micro here out of Solar. He saves the queen just barely. But I can't say the same for the second queen. Second queen does go down. There's one queen left. There's one queen away. He wants the queen. He's gonna get it. Oh my god, it's so close. It's so very good. He gets it. He gets the final queen. Spinecrawler does finish, and Solar, he will hold here on one base behind this Rogue. Now he starts droning, but we are in an awkward game state. Okay. Couple of things. One, link speed is still not done for Solar, but it's about to finish up. Once it does, he can be active, and even though he lost his base, he saved the drones, right? He's on a high drone count. Rogue, he has not been droning for quite some time, so even though Rogue is up a base, his economy is still not what it needs to be. Still not what it needs to be. Nice pick off two by Rogue. Getting wherever he can. Oh. Dancing with the army. Rogue, he needs to drone as much as possible. And Solar is going for plus on Carapace. Interesting. I mean, Carapace will help in Ling Bane fights, for sure. Trying to bait him in. Oh! He's trying to bait. Solar, he will finally expand. And Solar, he should be able to hold here. The problem being, I believe Rogue should be able to outscale him. Like, he should be able to drone, outscale, takes down a Baneling. Ugh. Miscontrol there from Solar. Again, every Baneling is precious here, this early on. And Rogue, he's droning, saturating. It is late from Rogue, that is true, but as time progresses, he's getting further ahead just because he's on 2 bases. Like, he has more efficient mining. Solar, he's oversaturated. Now, long distance mining. Now, Solar, he will have that earlier +1 Carapace timing, and he may just go for a Ling Bane all-in. That might be the play. Otherwise, this can turn into Ling Ravager. But, like, Solar, he can't really afford Ravagers is the problem. He can't afford Roaches. We'll see what this turns into. As that is going to be the one advantage for Solar is the upgrades. Is that one advantage? Meanwhile, Rogue just playing 2 base. I think this is smart. Like, Rogue, he shouldn't take a third. Like, why risk it? So Rogue is playing safe. Walling up on 2 bases. Solar, he did scout the wall, so he responds with his own third. Good call. Solar takes a third, recognizing that Rogue is going to be contained. Rogue going to +1 range. I would imagine that Solar's going to turn this into a +1 range as well. I would imagine. Moving in. Oh, gets in. Oh, that should not have happened. Gets us around. Clutch Transfuse. Very Clutch Transfuse. Queen does move in position. Solo busting into the main. Does try to bust in. Takes out all the Zerglings. Not bad. Plus on Carapace coming into high gear here. Oh, can he get the Queen? He should. He should barely get the Queen. The boys were not pulled to defend. Rogue, he was distracted. Queen goes down. Again, that should not have happened. Gets 3 drones as well. Okay. Solar is popping off. Solar trading well. Again, Solar, he's recovering in this game. He's almost there. Now, the question from me becomes, does Rogue expand? Does he drone? Or does he expand, then go for a push? I mean, this goes for both players. Like, do we commit to saturating? Do we commit into a longer game? Or do we double down and be hyper aggressive? Things are deflected. Zerglings are deflected. Solar, he runs up to 48. Gets up to 4 gases, and now he's fixated on pure roach production. Yeah, just pure roaches. And Rogue, it's his turn to drone. Uh-oh. Rogue, he's droning up quite a bit. So is Solar. Okay. Both players are droning. Both players are droning. Both players are building up. Rogue is catching up on upgrades, getting into 2-1. Going for Overlord speed. Okay. Setting up for Dropper Lords. I like it. So far the game is slowing down. Both players, they go up to a half base saturation at their third, or I should say Rogue is. So likewise going up to proper 3 base saturation. Oh because his main base was oversaturated earlier. So the main base for Solo mined out faster. So he's on proper saturation. Worker counts are even. Here come the drop lords here from Rogue. We did mention with Overlord speed that does give access to drop lords. And Burrow and Tunneling Claw Roach is doing everything. Just all things Roach. Roach drops, borrowed roaches. But the game is slowing down. We see Solo doing the same, going for a little bit later Overlord speed, but he's getting there. Getting to speed. Overlord's moving in. So far he's moving in. Both players are soon to max out. When it comes to upgrades, they're now evening up. Getting into 2-1 from both sides. The main base is exposed. So we have an exposed main. Solo also going into borrowed roaches. Rogue he does hit first, hits the main base. Rogue's main army does move out. Is going for the 4th. Meanwhile, Solo here overreacts. Yeah, sends too much in the main. Likewise, borrowed roaches into the natural. We're traveling right by across the map as well. But Rogue he is getting damage done. Busting into the bases, pushing on forward. Oh! He kites back. Far kites well. Back at home, Rogue he defends. Meanwhile, there's still roaches in the bases, but they're being cleaned up. Solo he defends. So he's holding on, he's defending. Meanwhile, the base barely survives. But Solo is beating out a lot of units here. A lot of roaches are going down, a lot of ravagers as well. Rogue he's reinforcing. Still quite close. But he has ravagers. Yeah, he does have ravagers here. He can force micro out of Solar. Ooh, bombs are connecting. Oh, nice target firing. Solo he does focus on those ravagers. Does focus him, but he's being overrun. Yeah, he's being overwhelmed. As you mentioned, he did overreact earlier to the harass. The base goes down. And Rogue's done it. He has done it. He does break through. Again, a very chaotic ZvZ. Even this game with the initial hidden 13-12. With the fake expansion, with the Ling Flood. Was crazy. But alas, Solo took a little bit too much damage early on, and even though we were stabilizing, we were getting there, he was just torn apart by the Tunneling Claw Roaches and by the drops as well. And with that, Rogue, he has too much. Breaks through the main army. GG gets called, and Rogue, he will take the series 2-1, advancing on into the semifinals. GG. Congratulations, Rogue. He will claim the series. He will advance on into those semifinals. Not gonna lie, I'll be honest, I was definitely gonna be leaning towards players like Gumiho, like Solar to make it through. But again, Rogue excelling here in the ZvZ with some very, very intentional builds, I should say. In every game, even the game that he lost, if you remember, like he went for the Ravager Ling all in on Incorporeal. Unfortunately against a standard play, of course. Even in game 1, if you remember, he cut workers, he faked droning at the 3rd, he went for a roach all in there as well, and here he did go for a fake natural base, going for a hidden Ling Flood, and in a way almost hard countering Solar. As a reminder, what did Solo go for this game? He went for early Eva Chamber into +1 melee, and what does that mean? That means he had late Link Speed, because he delayed Link Speed to get faster +1, and then when he realized what was happening, he had to cancel +1, he had to start Link Speed. Like, it was just a very chaotic start, and unfortunately Solo, he was caught with his pants down. Did stabilize, kind of, like we did end up with almost maxed out armies towards the end there. Solo, he was able to bring himself back into that game, which was impressive, but unfortunately was unable to keep up with the movements, with the multi-pronged aggression of Rogue. GG. GG, well played. With that, congratulations. With that, Rogue, he will claim the series, and he'll be the first to make it through into the semis. And who will join him? That is the question. Who will join him?